Basically the first adventure that we tried to film after deciding that we were going to go full-time RVing. I guess I sort of wish I was joking at this point. So our engine went pop.
It is something that you have to consider if you're gonna hit the road full time.
Why does it taste so bad?
So good.
What does it taste like? All kinds of questions, so let us know in the comments.
Looks like it could explode, so. Big pop, a bang, and a whoosh. I'm getting excited. I always get excited when we head west. I don't know what it is. Okay, so we're gonna try to tackle this hike now. Tumbledown. Getting excited. This is like 3 times the hike as Beehive with both distance and elevation gain. So there's like 1,800 feet of elevation gain. It's like 99.99% humidity.
It's very humid today, but we will absolutely not be complaining about the weather because it's not raining and it's not foggy.
And I'm hoping that when we get up on the mountain, there'll be a breeze and it'll be quite a bit cooler as we, you know, get up in elevation. This has been a good spot so far.
Holy moly.
Best kebabs ever.
So good. So good.
You can't beat that meal. It's such a good meal.
Especially when you cook it over the fire. There's just something really special about it. Make sure you're cooking over fires with your kids. It's the best.
It is. It takes longer, obviously, but it's worth the, I don't know, it's fun. Maybe
you always end up.
Maybe it's just fun for me.
It's not. I think it's fun for everybody if you can just sit around and watch the food cook, and that brings up all these crazy conversations. Corey was even brought to tears at one point last night. It was really, really good. It's into a lot of topics when we have these situations that
anything you're doing that isn't involving a screen.
That's very true.
But we do love screens. We love our movies.
We love our movies. That's true.
You got to find a balance because we do love movies. The beach here is great. We went swimming today. We opted for a later start to beat kind of the morning crowd, you know, because they're going to be getting back down, and then possibly get some cool light for the sunset.
Yeah. Look, honey, it's your favorite.
It's okay. We're weekenders. We can go clean up when we get home.
That's very true.
I've got a good feeling that this truck is going to look awful good in a few hours to us. This is a pretty good hike.
Are you saying we're going to be back in 2 hours?
Few hours.
Oh, I was going to say
few hours.
I think you're being a little optimistic there, bud.
Few is very vague.
Right there.
Yeah. Yep. So we have been here before. This was, I mentioned it earlier, our first adventure that we tried to film, and we never ended up showing it. We came here at sunset last time. I was like, let's get up there. We'll see the sunset, and then we'll come back down in the dark.
Okay, everyone say their name. Say I when I say your name. Daddy.
Hi.
Mommy.
Hi.
Layla. Hi. Lily.
Hi. Anyways, that's par for the course. If you've watched our channel, that's the kind of stuff that we do.
That's not the plan this time.
Yeah, it's not the plan, but you never know.
This is what it looked like when we were up there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in between those two or that one.
Oh man.
Isn't that cool? Look, you can see the different times of year.
Cool. So when we came, it was in fall. It was like late October, I believe.
Beautiful.
Obviously that's winter, and this is gonna be us.
Cool.
Taking pictures.
Yep.
Okay, so this is definitely what I remember from last time. So many boulders. And we're not even halfway up yet. I think this is kind of the way it is the rest of the way up. This
So much fun doing this when they were little. So like we said, we did this 6 years ago, so the girls were 10 and 12. It's so crazy.
you got?
Frog.
Look at that little thing. Little tree frog.
Here you go, buddy.
This is why they call it Tumbledown. Oh my gosh. Where's the trail even go?
Looking back to how we got things started when I gave you my heart. I still know the way.
Straight up.
I do not remember this much water.
We did this hike in fall, so there was not nearly as much. It's done nothing but rain the whole month of June.
This train is running late. I seem a little far away, but I'll get there someday. Wait on me, wait on me, wait on me. Wait on me, wait on me, wait on me. I need to reach out.
Where is everybody?
I know, they said there was tons of people up here.
Huh?
I think they all went down the other path.
Maybe.
This went according to plan. My idea is if we started this late enough, we'd get good light, and the people that did the hike in the morning and the afternoon would be on their way down.
Out of here. Man, it's so beautiful. That lake is awesome. So our campground is all the way over there. That's awesome.
You can hear the frogs. They just all of a sudden started going off. How's that for a 360?
It's pretty fantastic.
Oh my gosh. And you can see just on the other side of this ridge right here, that's the lake. We're camping in that back corner right there. This is definitely one of those full circle moments.
Yeah.
This was the hike that we took, you know, basically the first adventure that we tried to film after deciding that we were going to go full-time RVing.
Yeah.
So it's pretty weird to be back here. I said it before, but we never showed this episode. Something happened. I was just kind of new to droning, and my drone files from here got corrupted. So I lost all of the footage. I spent like a month trying to like do all this different software to piece it back together, because we were here for sunset. And the footage, I thought, you know, at the time
really
was
cool.
like the best thing ever. And it was a big,
never
it was a
recovered.
big bummer. I think I have a couple photos or something from it, but that's why we never showed it, because that got messed up, and we just moved on. It delayed us, and we decided to just start filming when we were starting to look for an RV. So we filmed a bunch, like selling our house, and
There's a lot we haven't shown yet. We're
Yeah.
gonna have to figure out how to work that in.
are you guys even interested in seeing that horrible
Yeah.
footage? Let us know. We can probably put a few minutes up of something, but being up here is really cool. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. It's just really, really cool. That's why we came all the way out here to redo this hike, because it's special.
It's super special. And when he says beginning, it was like we had listed our house and it was just coming under contract when we did this hike. We had sold our boat.
It was becoming very real.
It was very real. And it was the whole, we need to document whatever this turns into, thinking it was just going to be our 6 month to a year trip.
Yep.
And thinking about how little the girls were and how much they've grown and changed, the experiences that they've gotten to have, the experiences we've gotten to have. Like, it's kind of surreal and just as cool as the last time we were here. So there are going to be places that you go on your journeys where going back is just as cool, if not better, than the first time you came.
Yeah, definitely. I was thinking that I was going to go swimming, but It requires too much energy and time to dry off, so.
It's a cool idea. If we had come up here like in the middle of the day, I think
Yeah.
I'd be more apt to be like, yeah, let's go for a swim.
Now everybody's tired and they're ready to go back home. This is
Ready for dinner. This has been such a cool thing. Like we said, it felt like we were weekenders. We had one major plan, which was coming to do this hike.
Yep.
We went to a campground that was new, we'd never been to before. We're staying for just 3 days. And then tomorrow we're gonna head back and
wash the truck.
back to our hometown. I think one of the things that's really cool about this trip is usually when we're leaving Maine and leaving our family's houses or leaving the lake house, it's also surrounded by a ton of goodbyes. And that had nothing to do with this trip, so that made it
No, 'cause
even
we knew
more
we're coming
exciting.
right
We're
back,
going
yeah.
right back, so we didn't have to go say goodbye to everybody. It was really fun to just be like, let's load up and go on a camping trip.
That
I
is
don't know.
that is the difference between full timing and weekending. All the buys that you have to say while you're full timing, and I think obviously it's emotional no matter what. But I prefer to be able to have the opportunity to say goodbye versus possibly never seeing these people as often as we do. So
Exactly.
we say a lot of byes, but we get to say a lot of highs too.
That's right. They're see you laters, as we always say, but it is something that you have to consider if you're gonna hit the road full time. It is a part of your lives and saying goodbye to your family often, but it's also, like he said, you're seeing family members across the country you might never see, or friends from the military or from high school that you just haven't seen in forever. It's just so fun, the connections that you make.
Let's head down. Kids,
Yeah.
are we ready?
Yes. We're sleepy. They're gonna like fall asleep.
All right.
Let's go. So good.
Just as I suspected, that truck is looking mighty fine right about now. I won't even make you wait.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Well done, babies. Well done. That was 5 miles, 1,700 feet of elevation. That's
A lot.
That's a mega hike
Yeah, for us.
for us right now. But I think that's,
Well, for me, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I need to get into better shape.
we're all working on it together. We all need to get in better shape.
Oof.
Holy moly. And it is
That's-
sticky.
Let's go home.
All right, let's go.
Just like that, our weekend adventure is over. I do have a serious question for some of you weekenders. I'm just curious, what do you do? Do you go to the same couple campgrounds that you know in a certain area? Or do you have like a mile radius? Like how far do you go? That was like 2 hours and that felt really comfortable for a quick trip.
Absolutely.
3 hours probably wouldn't be pushing it either. I'm curious.
And it felt like we were like going on an adventure.
Oh, we did. That was great. I definitely felt like we were camping.
It was really fun.
But unfortunately, we do have to say bye to everybody here pretty soon. We're just here a few more days, and then we are heading west. I'm getting excited. I always get excited when we head west. I don't know what it is.
I don't know
There's
either.
That is definitely adventure for me because we're from this area. So when we head west, that's when I get really excited.
I'm curious, is it the same for you guys? If you're from the west, does heading east feel the same for you guys?
Yeah. Well, we got all
that's
sorts of
interesting.
questions.
All kinds of questions, so let us know in the comments.
All right. Well, see ya.
Hello?
Dad, I got my license.
I knew you would do it. Congratulations.
Thanks, Dad.
Oh, that's awesome.
Road trip.
Road trip.
All right, love you, Daddy.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, so our engine went pop, and I'm hoping it's only minor. So let me talk you through it for a minute. So I took off out of here, got a little ways up the road, and I heard this like big pop, a bang, and a whoosh. So I was like, oh shoot, I blew a tire. Got out, parked, looked around, nothing wrong with the tires. I was like, maybe we blew a hose or something, because these turbos obviously have a lot of pressure on them. That's what happened. I blew a hose. That's the pop hiss I heard. But let me tell you something about this situation. It seems simple. I don't know if it's simple yet, but it should be simple. Let me show you. Let me show you. Okay, so here is the problem. This thing blew off from that connection right there. The turbo is right back there. I don't know if you can see it, but that is the turbo back there. Let me just explain really quick how a turbo works. So the exhaust from the engine spins up two sides of a turbo, the hot side and the cold side. Then there's a shaft, and then the other side is spinning, pushing air out of this and all the way down into the intercooler to cool it off. So cold, pressurized air makes so much more power. Just like we're blowing on the fire with the blower and you get more fire, same thing happens with a turbo. More air, more bang.
Science.
A lot of you probably already knew that, but I figured some didn't. But that's how a turbo works. So if you have a GMC with a Duramax, you might want to pay attention just in case this happens to you. This piece, this pipe right here, comes from the factory attached. There's no tensioner on that, so there's no adjustment. If it blows, you're screwed. GMC wants over $700 for that part right there. And if you call the dealer, that's exactly what they would tell you. But they also make just this kit that comes with two tensioners, so you can just swap that out. So instead of $700, you're talking about less than $40. By the time this video comes out, I will know if I made a mistake, but I don't think I did. And I'll keep you updated to see if this holds, because like I said, this is under a lot of pressure because of that turbo. This is the kit I got. I got it at Napa. I saw it at O'Reilly 2659. That's the part number for this. It should be an easy swap. Trying to replace that would be a little bit more difficult than just simply replacing this right on the top of the engine. I guess the trick is when you do this, just make sure all the oil's off of the existing parts. So when this goes on there and you cinch it down as tight as you can, it's never gonna come off again. But if there's oil, it could slide off easier. Hopefully this is as drama-free as I think it's gonna be. Typical of our main departures, it is in the dead of night. It's not too bad. It's only like, what is it, 9 o'clock?
Yes.
I guaranteed that it's gonna rain now because I cleaned the truck.
Yes.
I cleaned the RV, so
It's definitely going to
gonna
rain between here and Elkhart, Indiana.
but look how good it looks right
so
here.
fancy.
We are leaving Jess's mom's house. She had to come back from her trip
For just a little
just
bit.
a little day.
I know, it's going to be confusing. They're like, didn't we just see her leave? But
So
yes.
she's gonna fly out and meet Tom
Yes.
in what, Yellowstone? You're gonna meet him in Yellowstone?
No, I'm meeting him at Sturgis.
That's right. They're doing
Okay.
Sturgis first.
we just left the Harley Davidson 120th anniversary
Oh,
event
so fun.
in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
That's right.
And I'm red because I've been out in the sun all day washing the truck in the RV,
I didn't catch that he wasn't wearing a hat until too late.
lobster?
shucking lobster with Lily. So we're gonna see them here pretty soon. We're excited to catch them on the road. It's
know.
exciting to talk about this for years and years, and then finally to catch up on the road and have an adventure. We're excited, but hopefully the charge pipe came off on that, blew off on that. It's repaired. Hopefully it stays on there. So we're heading out to Elkhart. We'll catch you up on that, but hopefully you don't hear from us. Hopefully this trip is so uneventful.
Uneventful. I don't know what it is about getting to Elkhart, but for whatever reason, the truck does not like going there. So we're just gonna pray.
No good
this is the end.
thumbnails out of it.
No good thumbnails. I hope no good thumbnails. I hope we just have a good trip. Anyways, we're out of here.
Love you, Jeej.
Guess I sort of wish I was joking at this point. So I noticed some bulging on this, and it's super irregular. I don't know if I can show it, but it is crowned. This is not that old of a tire. I think it was about to separate. So you see that raise right there?
Not supposed to be there.
Not supposed to be there versus that. That's just flat across. So I don't know what's going on with this tire, but this is not good. So these tires are exactly the same age. There's something very wrong with that tire though.
This is way taller.
Yeah, because I think it's about ready to explode.
Yeah, I know, that's what's scaring me. I don't even want to touch it.
Maybe we got a bad set of tires or something.
I don't know. It's possible.
Before I stick this back, I'm actually gonna take some of the air out of it. It looks like it could explode, so.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna say one more thing. Our TPMS, it did not pick up on any temperature increase.
change.
And I don't know if we just caught it luckily, but that couldn't have been good. That must have been shaking all over the place. This thing is so warped.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, let's stop talking about it and get back on the road.
Yep.
It's fun, right? It's better than the side of the road.
Yeah.
If this thing exploded.
We're not riding on the rim and we're not on the side of the road, so I am very happy.
Yeah. And we have a torque wrench. Yay! I don't know.
Stop! Don't hit it. I don't like it.
In the daylight, you can see like that. This whole side is raised over on this side.
Yeah. It's so hard to like.
To your eye here, like everything is really not looking right.
Luckily, the Walmart we stayed in last night has a Town Fair tire right in the parking lot, and they got our tire in for us in 30 minutes across town.
Yep.
So we're
Take
gonna
advantage.
roll this puppy over and
Change it like the seas, yeah. But I've overcome it all and I'm still here. Oh, I gotta change perspectives if I really wanna see. Sunrise over the water.
welcome to Ohio, honey.
Get lost in all the wonder, never call it quits, no. When life hit me apart, I went fast and farther. I just gotta remember I was made for this. Oh, such a time as this. I was made for this.
The girls have been challenged to eat an anchovy and then pick dinner, whatever they want.
Well, Lily's picking dinner. I'm choosing dessert.
All right.
Anything that they want, if they eat
Can I open it
the
now?
anchovy. Do it. Do it over this.
Oh, that's gonna stink. And we've been waiting to do this because we just had a couple open houses this weekend.
Why is it so sticky? You ready? Ready? Set. Go. That doesn't taste so bad.
So good.
What does
right?
it taste like?
Salty.
You got it. Just do it real fast. Oh God.